Yo, welcome back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tough Life with me, Ruben Wamarea. I'm back with an exciting show, an exciting episode, exciting interview. Today I'm with my main man. We all know his face. We all know him. We see him on national TV every day. Skeem Saam. Man, we just thought after a very long time, I think it's almost a year or two now. To at least like grace us with your presence on Tough Life, bro. And it finally happened. I'm really excited to have you on the show. We all know him as El Slishole Mabitel on Skeem Saam. That's his character name. But then in real life, Home Affairs name. The Home Affairs name, it's the legal one.
Yeah.
Thabo Mkhabela, bro. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for joining us on Tough Life. We really wanted to do this for a very long time, and it finally happened.
Yeah.
We basically just want to have a conversation with you, just to know who's Thabo Mkhabela and how do you separate yourself from Leshole Mabitsela. What really inspires you, you know? And yeah, because a lot of people just know you from the screen, but personally we don't really know who is this guy. So let's give them the opportunity to at least they go through Nyana Gatsongo, you understand? So yeah, first of all, like it's just basically, we want to know where you come from, how was it like growing up, and what really inspires you.
Okay. No, my name is Thabo Mkhabela. Mfukile. I hope Fukile. Yeah, I'm Thabo Mkhabela. I'm from Bushbuck Ridge in a place called Hlamalan. Wale Hlamalan. Hlamalan is where I come from, and I won't be talking about years and all that and months and when I was born. Fast forward.
What a choice about 2000.
Fast forward. I wouldn't really know, and it wouldn't really be simple for me to explain the answer. The question. How did you become an actor? When did you realize that you're an actor? Because I have decided to look at it this way, that acting is something we do every day. Everyone acts. That is why even in the philosophy of acting, they say there's a question they love asking, where they say, can everyone act or not?
Yeah.
Then the answer being everyone can act. But we have a good actor and a bad actor. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say basically is that, okay, growing up, I've always been that person who loved mimicking people, who loved, talking, poetry. It's another love that I have is poetry.
Poetry.
Yeah, it's something that I fell in love with after dancing. I used to be a dancer back then, but then it happened that one time I saw a poet performing. I like this.
Yeah.
Started following poetry. It was about the words and all that. I recited Bomzwakembuli's poems. I remember even the second back at home.
Yeah.
One used to adopted me when I was doing my grade 10 to always go whenever they had functions. I would go and perform poetry there. Yeah, So when I got to the University of Limpopo, I had to study law. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I still want to be a lawyer. So when I get here, what's even on the University of Limpopo, dog. Space, but now space
can be seen.
From 2010, dog, I stayed at home after matric. I did my matric 2010. Okay. 11 and 12, I was at home.
Damn.
It's like even insanity could start kicking in, and you know that it's those moments where you become too artistic. I feel like art is a spirit. So when you, more especially when you're not in a comfortable zone, art kicks in more. You understand? Now after that 2 years, I came to the University of Limpopo. I wanted to do law. They didn't take me, but I ended up being accepted in the BA Performing Arts. I hated that thing, man. I even told my parents that, what, I'm not going to do this. I have to come back home. And then they said to me, nah, dog, you've already wasted 2 years.
Sure.
So do what? 1 year, do this performing arts, then you'll change to something else. Okay, I'm fine with the idea. I was one of the most bored learner in acting classes, man. You see, acting, that's why I say acting is a spirit.
Yeah.
And for you let me just say acting, arts as a whole. There's a certain spirit that you have to succumb to for you to be an actor or for you to be an artist. So when I got there, Mfethu, it was that thing. Like, I mean, where I come from, there's no acting. My idea of acting was Coco, Sen. You remember what we used to do? The sketches we used to do at school.
Yeah,
that was my interpretation of acting up until I saw the first performance.
Yeah, but didn't you think at the time when you enrolled here for BA, then you did performing arts, like it was your breakthrough?
That's what I'm saying. So what happened? That's why I always say to my people,
because you say you were bored and everything, and
I didn't like it. So I was bored in class until I saw a performance.
Wow.
Remember, I didn't understand. Like, I saw those people and I said, what? Oh, these people are dope. I would want to do this. Because I grew up with TV. I'm a person who loves TV, movies and all that. But seeing it live kind of changed my whole interpretation of what I thought live performance in terms of acting is. Yeah, but so I fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with it so much to an extent that I remember I even Googled. I'm a person who Google people I love, like Max Papo. I love Max Papo. I Google him. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. But basically, specifically now, I want to come back to Max Papo. I Googled Max Papo. He plays Maroti ko Skeem Saam. So I Googled him, come check, and then come on, this guy did the same degree that I'm doing. Come invite, I accept. Good short. How are you, Sharp? My name is Thabo Mkhabela.
You're still here.
I was still here. I'm your long distance mentee, and I've Googled your bio, and I've seen that now you did the same degree that I'm doing. So what guidance can you tell me? What advices? What tips can you give me? That guy answered me with the whole Bible, man, telling me what to do. He told me that you must. He also stressed the fact that you must not look at it in a practical form only. You must also respect the theory. If you have an assignment, write it and submit it. And write it to pass. Get to understand. Join as much productions as you can. Watch as many movies, more especially that are humanly possible, for you to nurture the whole thing. So I did that, man. Fast story forward, long story in Fetu. When I was doing my final level here in University of Limpopo, there was something Momankweng Hospital. There was an event, man. Momankweng.
The hall.
The hall.
Yeah.
So we were performing. We had the two-hander now to one Albert. So Albert and I had a two-hander. So we were performing the two-hander that day. Then Marunga happened to be part of the people who were in the crowd. Then he took my numbers. And they were looking for someone on Skeem Saam. So they were looking for someone on Skeem Saam. Like they were casting for the show. So he said, nah, man, go and try it out. Then I went there, and long story short, they called me and said, man, you got the show. So exactly when I left University of Limpopo, I went to Skeem Saam. That 2015 was doing my final level. So that's my whole career.
So how was the experience, man? Like, because I guess you didn't have like do you also have to have, because when I read and I get to hear people talking about acting, it's like you also have to have like some skills or knowledge or studying regarding television, like that type of thing. So how was it like because which you at stage and theory that you get in here, but then television was a whole experience.
So as you say, I love what you just stressed now. I studied theater.
Yeah, okay.
But theater, at the end of the day, you must understand that theater, and like acting is acting. It's just that there are different mediums or platforms, theater and TV. So when I got to TV, obviously there were things I didn't know, like going in 5, 4, 3, we don't know that. We didn't do those things. We were doing stage. There's no guiding. You just go in and you count, got the beats. Like theater is more of you, like you are the ones who becomes the technicalities. The play will have to be created by you in theater. Meanwhile in TV they have cameras that we can do the technical what stuff for you. So it was just a matter of adjusting, a matter of having to realize that now I don't need to really project. Because here I'm not on stage. I'm mic'd. I have a mic. So that was the whole thing, and suggesting and get to see how different the environment it is. It's different in theater than in dating. That's
when life changed. Yeah. So how was it like now that you are working side by side with somebody that you admired, who gave you a whole Bible and everything, and suddenly you're working together? Like, how was
It's
the feeling?
awesome, man. It took me a whole year when I got to Skeem Saam. It took me a whole year without seeing that man, Max Power.
Really?
Bruh. And I was like, I was happy, man. I saw everyone that I saw, and I was happy. I saw Bo Charles, I saw Bo Wallet. Those are the people that. No, I never thought, dog. You must understand. It's like me, Kitswako. Only yesterday is when they say something just happened in a snap.
Just a week of a time, man.
Only yesterday we were a student. And remember the pressure that comes around in University of Limpopo. We were always asked, what are you going to do after? Where are you going to work? So that thing has always been there. So it's like it happened fast. Like now we are with everyone.
No, you're just there, yeah.
And you're trying to keep the composure as well. You must know that if you're an artist, you're starstruck, but you're an artist, man. You must know that an artist.
And you're a professional now, like you must hold it together.
Bruh, I could even take some shots, man, hiding so that they don't see that I'm taking pictures. But then when time went by, you get to see, you get to be with them, you get to see that these people are more than what I thought them to be. There's more that you can definitely learn from these people.
Yeah.
Because, in arts, art is more about knowledge. That is why they say if you want to be an artist, you must be knowledgeable. It's all about knowledge. Like they will always ooze knowledge and give you. So it is only... It will be only you. It will depend on you whether you want to learn or not.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's a nice atmosphere, bruh. But at the end of the day, we're people.
How do you prepare into character?
I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me.
Let's say here's a script. You understand? It's just like preparing for an exam. We prepare exams in a different way. How do you switch from now I'm no longer Thabo, I'm Lishole right now, like I'm zooming in?
Yeah, as I said, the art is a spirit.
Yeah.
So when they give you the script, the moment you get a script or the moment you get a bio, they say, okay, we are looking for, maybe they send me an audition.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Lishole. Lishole is shy. He comes from this kind of background. His father treats him like this. The mother, you see all of those things. When you are an artist, that's why in University of Limpopo, I very much like the idea that they gave us an opportunity to do communication as well. Because remember, when you are acting, you're communicating a message. So you must know that when I say no looking at you like this and say no looking at you like this, looking down like this or this side, it's different meaning altogether. So I'm just saying, so I'm just saying that with us, we were trained. So there's a thing we do before we get any character. It's called research.
Okay.
So what happens with research is that they give you, say, whatever that they've given you, you go and research. Like maybe in real life, you will check someone who's quite like Lishole for a time. Come on, oh, they walk like this. Because acting is too detailed. How they walk, how they move, their hands, the gestures, they mean a lot. And then at the same time, you go back and watch a movie that has the same, there's always a character. If they say there's Lishole in a lot of movies, then I go and watch a movie. That is why now some of my movements, like when Lishole was still at his peak, I was using, there's a technique in acting, it's method act, it's called method act. It's when you gesture and you use whatsoever. It has a lot of physical theater. Remember the thing we were doing in direct. So Sheldon Cooper would just lift his hand like this and he will, So I took the movement from him. And then there's a boy I once in school. He had a problem. He was so shy when he spoke very fast. So I did that.
I actually get what you're saying.
So, so you need to build. You need to understand when they say someone is deaf. You need to see deaf in a lot of ways than just his eyes not seeing.
So you're taking different characteristics, like characters from people, and you combine the whole thing.
But you must always know if it's a shy person we are looking at a shy person. And the people are shy in different ways. So you will choose your shy person.
Yeah.
You must know that at the end of the day, when you get to work, they don't tell you how to play it. It's your interpretation. They just direct you.
And I believe you end up pulling out like an exceptional performance on the character.
And when you kill it, you know what's nice about it? When you kill it, when they see that you are doing it, they can. It's your interpretation.
It's
but
yours.
They can relate with it. Say, wow.
Yeah.
But sometimes your interpretation says, nah. So you've got you to rely on.
Damn. So do you think a lot of characters might have been compromised because you find that here you are, then you are failing to deliver like what anyone would imagine as Lishole. Because I would say, look, I don't think there's anybody who can pull Lishole except Thabo.
Okay.
You understand?
It's like, you know what? If you watched me in University of Limpopo,
in
University of Limpopo, I used to love thuggish characters and all that. You know, when I went for these auditions, I told the people and then they said to me, Thabo, we are not sure. They know me and whatever, but you playing shy. Good luck. So it's just
far from that.
It also has to do with instinct. You know, there's this. That's why I say it's a spirit. There's something that tells you, even when you do your things, something says no, but don't move too much. So you must also understand body language as well. So it's too technical.
Are you not scared that you find that your character, or you as an actor, Thabo as an actor, you'd always be viewed as Lishole, and you find that other productions, like you find that you just have to be channeled on that. It's just like what Israel Matsek and the rolling
I mean,
you know,
in acting. So let me give you a theory about acting. In acting, whoever gets to play a character, and then people can separate that person to the character. It's a prop. Even though we don't really like it, but it's a prop. It means you're killing it.
Yeah,
it's like if you're playing a villain and people hate you, it means you are the villain. So you see, so at the end of the day, dog, you can't, man. People are used to what they used to. I used to take offense, like I said, no, don't call me Lishole. But I just realized, you know what, man. Sometimes I just say, nah, bro.
Remember, like, it used to piss you off now.
I was like, nah.
Because I was about to ask you, like, how do you handle the whole thing?
Bruh. I've realized
people failing to separate there.
I've realized that we are different people for different reasons, different behaviors. And the only time, as I always say, a good message can always be misinterpreted as long as the tone is different. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You see, you get to say, like, I'm sorry. You don't mean it. You get like you're just doing it for me. But when I'm saying, I'm sorry, you know, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Why
yeah. No, I get what you say.
So somewhere, so what I wanted to say, it's like exactly my point is that sometimes rather you say, man, hello, I cannot have. Some will take it, some will say, don't be too attached to it. Don't take it as
it's like you want to
something
own
wrong.
It.
No, don't take it as it's your work at the end of the day. It's not you, but they maybe you have done that thing so much that they see that person in you. I mean, now I was in a movie called Bomma. You know, I checked tweets. People were saying, you know, I'm trying so hard to not say Lishole, but damn, I'm saying Lishole.
Wow.
Yeah, but so it's just.
So don't you feel maybe somehow pressurized that it's like this thing is following you even when you're doing other work?
It cannot be. It's nothing. For me, it's more of something that one day I know that if I say I have a legacy, even if Pella legacy is not only money, sometimes a legacy can be behavior. Legacy can be a name. People we know that, but this is Ruben's daughter, and that can open doors for Ruben. So sometimes I've realized with us that we are so impatient to one another. Patience, that's what we need, dog. I'm on that. Like sometimes we fight because we didn't understand each other. Even understanding needs to be understood. You need to take your time. So I always, sometimes even children talk. Children maybe children don't care, man. They can come here and say, hey, instead of saying, I'm doing an interview, try to find another way. You see, it becomes better.
Yeah.
So sometimes you are your own. Some difficulties that you are facing, you create them on you because you allow small things to piss you off.
What was the worst moment that you've had in acting in your career?
Worst in terms of performance.
Let's say performance, or let me say that, like something. Have you ever sat down and say, I'm quitting? I want to stop all this.
Yeah, but it also goes with the passion. You know, now my brother, like I'm so passionate about it. Like I'm so passionate about it to an extent that I didn't feel like there's nothing in this world that can compete with my love for acting. Because even when I went forward at home, they didn't now understand the thing that this person is not doing acting. Why aren't you changing? Even the society, even everyone on tap. But I didn't stick to that. It's because I feel like every person owe themselves one thing: to be you, love yours, respect yours, wait for yours, and nurture yours.
Great, man.
Great, then you will be great. Because we can't mimic each other, man. I mean, if you're a rapper, we already have Drake.
Yeah.
So don't come to me and sell me Drake. Sell yourself.
Somebody different. Yeah.
Sell yourself.
I think that's the problem with a lot of maybe young ones or those who are trying to break in the industry. They go in there in the face hour, I want to be Lishol. You understand? I want to be Thabo. And they just want to mimic what you're doing. They can't separate that thing. If I say I want to be Thabo, I mean he inspires me. Yeah. But then they go with the direct translation of it and say, I want to act like him. I want to.
And acting is simple when you're looking at the screen again. It's like soccer. Have you ever seen soccer? You know, when you're sitting down there, a ball can come there from the top.
Yeah.
Do it practically. So it's some things are different. Like I you know, I like poetry.
Yeah.
I have a line where I say, I was speaking about Johannesburg. So there's where I'm asking if what happened. You remember when we were young, we used to discuss things like, hey, Joe, I'm growing up, I'm gonna go to Jozi, and I know I will be good and whatsoever. All of us were full of passion. We knew that we were going to kill this life thing. But now, so I referred to them as kings. But right now, when we're back now, what happened to these people? Did Johannesburg to differ practical than in theory?
Damn.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So people must learn one thing. But I know that if anyone who's passionate about anything is listening to me, he will say, that's me. True. People with passion, people who love this thing for sure. Braya Kadia, but art is an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have your ego.
Yeah.
You have to have your ego no matter what. You have to have your ego because you have only you to rely on.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you toughen up. When things get hard, you harden. When things are soft, don't be too soft with it, but be hard, knowing for sure that we are in a soft zone. You must learn to control. It's like Reina. As people, we have succumbed to a notion that people can just come and say, your marriage is horrible, marriage. But what if you had the wrong partner? I mean, there are people who are 90 and happy.
True that.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So know yourself as well, dog. Know yourself.
So if we go like maybe a bit of a light moment and everything, who are you close to in terms of like from your colleagues and everything, like some of the
on Skeem Saam?
Yeah.
Nah, man. We chill.
Yeah.
We chill. There's no particular person I can say I'm always with or what, because also it also depends on where you stay and all that. But,
I see.
But we chill, man, with the cheaters sometimes, you know. That's why I say artistry. Artistry is a spirit. So sometimes, you know, there's some spirit that you won't jinx with, like you won't mix with this spirit. Because someone can just say, why are you with Thabo? And you say, why? Like, that guy, it's spirits. So there are those ones
I see.
in this world, even not if we're not talking about Skeem Saam, but in this world, there are some people who don't joke. But those who change, we change. If we're grand, we're grand.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know if you guys are allowed to say this and all, like maybe because of work. Seeing the character developing and everything, like what can we expect from the character?
No, it's that one. Unfortunately, it's, you know, I don't know how the
contrast
industry,
and stuff.
No, besides the industry is, you know, the people who know these kind of questions are the executive producers.
Oh yeah,
and the broadcasters, to
tell
you the truth. Yeah, but I'm hoping for the best, man.
I'm just saying maybe from what's been shot, like
no.
What have you seen?
That will be a spoiler. Stay tuned, man. Yeah.
Fame Academy.
Yeah, Fame Academy. Fame Academy. Yeah. It's called the Fame Fridays.
Okay.
It's where on Fridays we meet there, and you know, everyone shows their art and skill, and those children are talented, man.
Yeah.
They're very dope. I don't wanna lie. There's singers there. There's this guy with the guitar. The actors, like almost everyone there is special in her way. Everyone, not almost. They especially there's some people who do ramba. Yeah, they are talented, man. Fame is doing things.
What does poetry mean to you?
Oh man, poetry is an expression for me.
Yeah.
You just say whatever you just choose. So it's like now I can think, oh, let me write about clouds. Yeah, well, so I just decide to speak about cloud. But the only thing with art, with poetry, that I'm telling you a story, yet I'm expecting you to look for me behind the lines, in between the lines, because we don't really put things exactly as they are. So it's an expression, and a clever, a witty expression. You know, yeah, that's what poetry is.
Would you say you've achieved your dreams? You've achieved what you wanted to?
Nah,
you know, have you reached the climax?
I'm still but I mean, I haven't even went to America. I haven't conquered the acting industry. I mean,
yeah, you wanna go to Hollywood?
No, Hollywood will come to me. I want to build Hollywood.
Nice.
You know, that's what I'm telling you. So yeah, man, there's still more, man. I'm still there's still more.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, he who plans better is God.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. I since we're talking about poetry, we're about to close. So this is me closing, and I don't know if you got something short to give us. Then out.
If I get it wrong, you'll forgive me. Let me see. Something short.
Well, maybe I should just let you be like nigga short, like just yeah.
Okay. Let me do this for the ladies. I know the ladies are the ones who are going to.
Okay, we're recording this on Mother's Day though, so yeah.
Okay. They say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But her beauty need not lie in the eyes of the beholder, because her beauty is universal. The words she utters are monumental. Her heart ain't controversial, and her fingers are matrimonial. On the first day our lips mashed, I felt the sweetness of rain in my body that my tongue, teeth, and lips wobbled. So I posed the question unto I. Isn't this sweetness the same sweetness that God forbade Adam and Eve from testing in the Garden of Eden? Then I sat in a silent prayer. I said in a silent prayer and said, God, if the sweetness is the same sweetness that you forbade Adam and Eve from testing in the Garden of Eden, then with my mouth I confess unto a sin, bowing down with my knees. But God, this is a sin I won't be able to abstain from. Because whenever she leaves my side, like a wilting flower, I become empty and desolate. But when she stands beside me, my feelings become intensified, my desires become satisfied, and my tribulations become crucified. They say your attitude determines your altitude, but in my eyes, it is a paltritude that determines your altitude. And nevertheless, my feelings for her comes in multitude. Her eyes depict she and I dancing on the moon through the tunes of our heartbeat, beat after beat. And after our marriage, not only will I take her to honeymoon, I will take her to a honeymoon, honey star and honey sun. And if it's a sin, forgive me, O Lord. It's poetry.
This is what they do. I don't understand why.
So that because when you're gonna disturb me, you must understand that I have to concentrate. I have to remember my line. I have to remember the structure. I have to take the emotion with me. So if you clap, you might disrupt me. So when you, that's why we give them soft snaps. It's like
softening
music.
up.
Yeah, and you will hear your soul. If you forgot your lines, that's why we do it more when, let's say maybe I'm saying, and then I came back with the people like.
Oh, I see.
And then this is snaps. Yeah. And then the soul gets comforted. Then you that thing.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
like hands and feet.
Sure.
We finally did it. It's about time, man. Hey.
I don't know not poetry.
Oh, okay.
So, I want to stress the issue of loving yours, believing in yours, nurturing yours, and let yours grow. That's very important. Whatever you are doing, man, if you are an actor, you don't need Thabo Mkhabela to tell you or you can make it as an actor or not. You must understand that thing. It does not mean that if you are a rapper and another rapper says, yo, your song is not nice, son. It means now you must forget the dream and all that. Different people for different stories and different expectations. Love yours, nurture yours. Mona, don't give up on yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all. You heard it by yourselves. Keep on subscribing. Steph Live on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Hey, Jobo,
and he's just running away. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Till next time.